Okay, so this might be the weirdest place I've ever paid to sleep. I found this tiny barrel house on Iceland's remote eastern shore, and obviously, I had to try it. Let me show you inside. How's it going, y'all? My name is Tim, and welcome back to We Stay, We Eat. Today we're heading to the secluded east coast of Iceland. I'm making a quick guest appearance to share one of the most unique places I've ever stayed during a recent hiking trip with a couple friends. Throughout the trip, we were booking places to stay each night as we made our way around the island. By day 4, we ended up on the remote eastern side, and that's when we stumbled across a listing to sleep inside a barrel. Obviously, we couldn't pass it up, and I'm so glad we didn't because now I get to bring you along for the experience. Let's jump in. We arrived at the campsite in the small fishing village of Djúpivogur, a quiet town of just about 500 people. And tucked away on a gravel patch, we found these 5 little barrels perched between the mossy rock landscape that covered the peninsula. That night, we quickly discovered we were the only ones staying there, leaving just us and a lone camper nearby, with total peace and quiet. Each barrel has a couple benches outside, which we used as makeshift storage overnight, mainly to dry the shoes that we soaked earlier trying to dodge the ocean tide. The barrels are built from painted wood, with a plastic membrane stretched over the roof to keep out rain. 5 harnesses strap around each barrel, securing it to the concrete slab below. A small hexagonal window by the door lets in a little bit of light, while a square window in the back gave us stunning views of the surrounding mountains. That green building there is the shared facilities, so it's about 100 feet away, and we got the keys for that from the wood building adjacent to it. We booked the barrel for 3 people, and inside we found 3 beds, 1 tucked near the entrance and 2 in the back. A small table with a couple of chairs gave us space to map out the next day's adventures. They provided a water kettle in case we needed to boil water as well. In the back, a small bedside table sat between the beds, perfectly in front of the window and its incredible views. Each bed came with 2 pillows and a couple blankets, which was more than enough for us in May, though we did get lucky with unseasonably warm weather, with nighttime temps around 50 degrees Fahrenheit. While the cabin is heated, it could become quite chilly during colder months. The shared facilities were about 100 feet away, across the gravel. We were given key codes to access a lockbox and grab our keys. Inside, there were 2 showers and 2 restrooms, both nicely heated, which was a huge plus. Each shower had a sink and mirror, but they were directly exposed to the shower itself, so we did have to get creative to keep our clothes dry. The showers were easy to use, and the hot water came on quickly. I would recommend shower shoes, although I didn't have any room to pack any, so bare feet worked just fine. But it would be helpful to have shower shoes to walk from the barrel to the showers itself. The bathroom door was a bit tricky to open, but once inside, it had everything we needed: a toilet, toilet paper, a sink, and a small shelf beneath the mirror. Nothing fancy like you might see in some of our other videos, but it got the job done. That said, more shelving would have been helpful for clothes and toiletries. Overall, I definitely recommend staying here. If for nothing else, the experience alone is worth it. Sleeping in a barrel was a really fun and unique adventure, and it had all the basics we needed. That said, if you're looking for a place with full amenities or hotel-level comfort, this might not be the right fit. At about 20,500 Icelandic krona per night, roughly 162 US dollars, it's an affordable and memorable stay in Iceland. Whether or not you stay in the barrel, this quaint little town has a unique charm and an unforgettable sunset over the Berðarfjörður Bay. In mid-May, the sun doesn't set until 11 p.m., making the whole experience feel surreal. We woke up the next morning in the barrel and set out for another adventure. On our way to the Djúpivogur Canyon, we stumbled across what might have been the best meal of the entire trip, tucked away inside a charming modern cafe. The Beastro opened just last summer, and it already feels like a place destined for long-term success. Its sleek, black, metal-paneled facade uses a minimalist design that really draws you in. A small gravel parking lot and a fresh wood patio wrap around the cafe, giving it a warm and welcoming vibe. Inside, there's a small counter where you order, alongside a display case full of delicious-looking pastries. The interior features several large tables with comfortable chairs, creating a relaxed and open atmosphere. The bathroom was surprisingly spacious and nicely decorated with marble finishes, accessible features, and even a changing table. One small note, the bathroom window was slightly open, and it did face the parking lot, but it wasn't really an issue. In fact, it let in a nice breeze on this relatively warm day. At first, I was a little skeptical because of its close proximity to the popular canyon and waterfall, but this bistro absolutely delivered. It's the opposite of a tourist trap. It's genuine, local, and well worth the stop. The patio has several picnic tables where you can seat yourself, which we took full advantage of on this beautiful day, and it's complete with a view overlooking the northern part of the canyon. The menu is small, but that's what makes it special. The chef, who also happens to be the owner, server, baker, basically everything, prepares each dish herself using ingredients she grows and harvests on her own farm when the cafe is closed. But she does have to keep the hours limited to a short lunch window so she can return to tend her sheep and work in the gardens. So if you want to try one of these incredible homemade meals, make sure to stop by during lunchtime. My friend ordered the potato quiche packed with homegrown mushrooms, onions, eggs, and cheese, served with organic pearl barley on the side, and I went with the farmer's meal, which came with grilled lamb, baked potatoes, carrots, and that same organic barley. It was an incredible homemade dish, hearty, flavorful, and absolutely worth the 4,000 Icelandic krona, or roughly $28 US. I just can't say enough about how fresh and satisfying these meals were. Next, we had to head back inside. The pastries were just too good to pass up. And in case you're wondering about the prices, 1,000 ISK is roughly $7 to $8 US, putting most of the pastries in the $4 to $10 range. I had my eye on the carrot cake, but the meringue with fruit and cream stole the show. It ended up being a perfect dessert to share, as you'll see. My friend went with the butter wings and had zero regrets. Overall, I'd rate this meal a solid 9.2 out of 10, and I'm not a generous rater, that's just how amazing it was. It's absolutely worth the 15-minute drive down the dirt road to get here. And of course, just beyond the cafe, you've got the Djúpivogur Canyon and its jaw-dropping basalt formations waiting for you. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe. It's totally free. And stay tuned because next up is a tour of what it's like living inside an Icelandic hostel. Bye, y'all.